Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another episode of Rune News. I am your host, Ryan, and as always, it's bloody good to have you guys here in the audience today. Jagex has finally given us the long-awaited Wintertodt changes, which were unnecessarily put through a beta test. I'm assuming Valamor Part 2 is why this was delayed, but it's finally here, and today we'll be checking out exactly how it works. I might even go live tonight and check it out just because I can, why not? But I'm also concerned that Jagex might be making a very big mistake with this week's update. I could be wrong, but you guys can let me know what you think when we get to the Oldschool Runescape section of this update, which will be in just a moment, because I have one question for you guys to answer in the comment section down below. And that is with Leagues 5, which is coming out in about a month and a half's time. Which 3 regions will you be picking to unlock for Leagues 5? Assuming that everyone starts with Misthalin and Karamja, which 3 regions will you be picking and why? Because I don't know which regions I'm going to pick yet, so I want to steal some of your ideas. If you're not playing the league, let me know why you're not playing too, and I'll pretend to give a shit. My name is Rune News. You've been watching Ryan. Now let's get into why Jagex might be making a fatal mistake in this week's update for Oldschool Runescape. Wintertodt updates and Valamor drop rates. Kind of a dog shit title for this week's update, considering the concerns I personally have with what's about to change in this game. Might be nothing, but personally I feel like Jagex is throwing away some pretty valuable dev time right here, and that is with this PSA right behind my head. Now, basically what they're saying is that they will no longer be doing that 30 minutes of downtime between updates every week. So every Wednesday we have the update, 45-minute timer, 30 minutes of downtime, servers are back up. That 30-minute window, I was under the impression, was for QA, for developers to double check the update's working, everything's good. There doesn't seem to be anything, at least alarmingly noticeable in their face, that's fucked with the game. And they're getting rid of that. So now the game's back up online instantly. As soon as the update's done, you can just reset your client. Great, woohoo, well done, awesome. I know, you probably like getting back into the grind too, until there's a fucking rollback. So, personally, this is alarming to me. I know it's only half an hour, but a lot can get done in half an hour. Maybe they're not. Maybe they weren't using this half an hour to even look at the game. I don't know if Jagex's QA is up to par with what the community thinks. Let me know what you think, if I'm being kind of pedantic, or if this is actually something that maybe Jagex should reconsider doing, because it's not a long time. Most MMOs are down for multiple hours on a weekly basis for updates. Jagex isn't doing any downtime unless it's a big update. I don't mind them taking half an hour if that means that they can flesh out the new content, make sure that when they add Wintertodt, are there any changes? Play a quick game of Wintertodt on the dev account and, make sure that the rewards work, and, if they add a change to maybe add coin pouches to the game, that if you kill someone with a coin pouch on them, it doesn't accidentally drop max cash stack. Sounds like a pretty, I think we can agree as a community that sacrificing half an hour a week is better than getting a potential rollback once or twice a year. So just my own personal concern. I would have liked them to keep it and actually use that time to do a bit of QA, but again, I'm not a game developer. I just work here and yap all the time. Anyways, let's move on. The Wintertodt update, it's here. If you played the beta, you know what's happening. If you didn't play the beta, guess what? You also know what's happening, because it's not that fucking big of an update. They just changed the way health works, so instead of HP, you have warmth. And when the warmth runs out, you die. So if you're a hardcore Ironman, don't let your warmth run out. All food that heals at least like 4 HP, I think it was, restores 35% warmth. So cakes, Sarah brews, whatever you use for Wintertodt are now all the exact same. There's other little niche things, like there's left click heal on the pyromancers now, and the potion will also heal you some if you want to drink your pot instead. Just basic shit. Not a very big update, I'll be honest, but a huge change to Wintertodt nonetheless. You can store your shit outside for Ultimate Ironman, or your little crates. And they've also added the wolf mask, ear mask, cap and goggles, woolly hat and bobble hat as warm clothing, which is strange that ear masks never wear. Sorry, they're behind me. My apologies. Reading and just not showing you the content. Otherwise, yeah, Wintertodt changes is here. I might go live in a minute and have a quick scrap just for a bit of fun. And then we've got Hoycoddle drop rates, which have been changed here. So basically, they've made it so sword pages are now dropping in quantities of 80 rather than 30, with a slightly higher chance of dropping. And the hide will now drop in quantities of 2 to 3 rather than 1 hide, which is nice. With the drop table here, just have a quick look at that. There you go. Looks good. How fun. And the amoxicillin drop rates are also here, 1 in 3,000 for the pet and so on. There's changes to the Hoi Kotter which are completely irrelevant. Mastering mixology changes are big. If you put 2 potion orders in one go, you'll actually get an extra 20% points or 40% points if you do all 3 potions in your order in one swing. So it actually might be more beneficial to do 3 potions now, like do the whole order instead of just one. Get some extra points, which is handy because farming mixology points is pretty dog shit. So that's a big change. The rest of it's just all garbage. Typical, we need to make these changes. Things they could do in spare half an hour of their time between updates to quickly check if the jugging barrel's giving you your fucking vials back. Basic things that they could absolutely do. They've increased the XP rate at the Colossal, the Colossal Worm Agility course. It's an extra like 4k XP an hour. And then that's about it. There's nothing really too special on the update. It's just dog shit on the way down there. The further down the sewer you go, the more shit you're going to find. But that's fine because we have a lot of money to be made in this week's Grand Exchange update on Rune News. My name is Rune News. You're watching Ryan, and you're watching Rune News. RuneScape 3 is dog shit. It's what it is. It's bad. Bad game. Very, very poo-poo. Dog shit. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the Grand Exchange segment for Rune News. My name is Wade Green, and this week we're with the Hoi Kotter Hide Coif. Bear in mind, this is the rule for all the Hoi Kotter armor in general. I just chose the Coif because it looks ugly as fuck, but basically, these prices might look to dip a little bit with the release of the increased quantity of the Hoi Kotter hide. So keep an eye on these prices. Don't invest just yet. They're going up, but they're likely to drop in the near future. Now, next up, we got the chugging barrel, the Chunga Bunga, dropping in price appropriately because it's an overpriced piece of shit. Basically, you don't need this because it's actually faster to just pre-pot normally while eating your combo foods, and you probably got to wait for some dumbass Ultimate Ironman anyway to do his 10-minute pre-pot. Chunga Bunga, waste of money, waste of time. Now, the Scythe is always on the Grand Exchange lately, and this is really important as to why, because it's at 1.7 bill now. It's about to overtake the Twisted Billington as the most expensive mega rare in the game. I'm looking forward to seeing that. Hopefully, this time next week, we could see the Scythe maybe hit 1.8 bill just to see it go past the T-Bro. That'll be a big and glorious day for Oldschool Runescape. So don't be afraid to up the price a little bit of the Scythe there, boys. If you have the power, if you have the advantage, you got the money, fucking send it. Put it above the T-Bow, just to let the T-Bow shitters know that the Scythe is king. And finally, with the bounce back of the mole slippers, like we said, the price is coming back up just a bit. This is the prime opportunity to start investing in your mole slippers. Tell your friends that if they get mole slippers while they're 630k, they'll be back up here to $1 million within a matter of weeks, months, days, hours, minutes. Who knows? Who cares? All we know is that at this exact moment, this time next year, they'll be worth 30 mil a fucking pair. Mark my words, or unsubscribe from the channel. That, ladies and gentlemen, is a Wade Green guarantee. Get your mole slippers today and become a rich cunt tomorrow. Thank you for watching the Grand Exchange segment this week for Rune News. My name is Wade Green. Suck a dick. Our first Ironman moment for the week goes to both of these nuts, who for some reason felt like it was a valuable moment, saying that she would have been followed by a heron at 6.9 mil XP. Not even the first pet. What? Thanks for sharing the moment, dickhead. Next up, however, we have Low Mileage on their second ever hard clue scroll, getting the third age robe bottom right there. That's their second clue. Huge fucking drop. I don't know how much it's worth. What's that? 83 mil? Not a bad find. Hell yeah. And then finally, Doobie Flame gets his first Zora unique, the Tanzanite Fang. Unfortunately, the shit one that you may as well turn into scales because the Swan Trident isn't worth the resources to use. But that's at 317. Wait, is that the... No, that's the blowpipe. Oh, fuck yeah. Sorry, my mistake. Got the blowpipe. Huge. 312 KC, first Zora unique. And that is it, ladies and gentlemen, this week for Rune News. My name is Ryan. You're watching Rune News, and you're watching Rune News. Quite simple. You got a big boy. Look at him. God damn. Fuck me. Look at that boy.